Please join me for a few minutes as I compare Stern Rush Pro versus Stern Rush Premium in a side-by-side comparison. So here at Pinballers, we actually have a Rush Pro and a Rush Premium, and we're going to sell off the Rush Pro, but before we do, we figured we might as well do a side-by-side comparison of the two games. In the picture on the left, we have the Rush Pro. In the picture on the right, we have the Rush Premium. And there's a few differences. Some affect gameplay and some are mostly cosmetic or just toys that are added to the playfield. Now the first difference we see is the time machine. The time machine on the Pro and the Premium is mostly the same. The main difference is there is a ramp on the Premium that goes up and down, and on the Pro it's fixed in position, the up position. The main difference is this basically tells you when to shoot the time machine, because when it's time to shoot the time machine, it goes up on the Premium. Most of the time on the Premium it's going to be up anyway, but when it's down, it's basically a dead end. So this is a mostly cosmetic upgrade. It does help with gameplay because it does bring attention to you very obviously when it's time to shoot the time machine. Now there are lights on the time machine that will light up and tell you when it's time to shoot the time machine on the top. Now you'll see on my Pro and Premium, the lights in the Premium are different. That is a third-party add-on mod. Normally they're exactly the same on the Pro and the Premium. Now there is a difference between the lights on the ramp. On the Premium, there's a very pretty lighted ramp, and it's very beautiful and it's flashing and colorful. But most of the difference is the fact that Premium moves up and down. But I don't think that it significantly affects gameplay at all. Again, usually that ramp is up anyway, because once you start playing the game, that ramp is almost always up. The next thing we're going to talk about is the clock. The Premium has this beautiful clock that actually tells the time when the game is off, and it actually moves based on your gameplay to tell you basically how far you are advanced towards a certain goal. It does not actually affect gameplay though. It just visually gives you a representation of things, and it is very cool looking. But it does not affect gameplay. If you like the clock, physically the way it looks, there are third-party mods that have a similar looking clock that does not get affected into the game status updates. It doesn't show you the status of how close you are towards whatever goal, but it looks pretty. Now, one of the bigger differences is the dead end. On the Pro, the shot to the left of the clock is a dead end. On the Premium, it is a same shot, but rather than dead ends, it upkicks to a VUC, which returns back via a very cool looking and just a fun flowing wire form back to the right flipper. This does affect gameplay. On the Pro, when you hit that dead end, it flies right back. On the Premium, it's a VUC, which holds the ball for a second and kicks it back down that right wire form, which is important because this rush does get, when you get into this game, it's flying, the ball's flying around, and it's pretty hectic. So it gives you a little break, and then it returns you to the right flipper, which sets you up for more combos and things. On the Pro, it's just a really fast kickback dead end. It's fun in the Pro. I actually like the dead end, but and usually I don't like VUCs, but on the Premium, I actually like the VUC and the Rush. I almost didn't buy the Premium because I generally don't like VUCs, but it is really well done on the Premium. Now, if you like the Pro, but you really want that feature of the not having a dead end, but a ramp that turns back to the flipper, no worries. There is a third-party mod. A guy has made a ramp and a mechanism that will bring the ball back via the ramp to the right flipper, and it does score. It still hits the target, so that it does register the dead end. So the next thing is the side scoop on the Rush Pro and Premium. They both have a side scoop. On the Pro, though, the side scoop just drains the ball to the front scoop and kicks it out the front scoop. On the Premium, it kicks it back out to the side, which actually does add a bit of gameplay difference. You have a side scoop here on the Rush Premium, which actually kicks back, which adds a little variety, and it also gives you another a skill shot that kicks back and then lets you combo skill shots, which is actually really kind of nice. And it also, when you're shooting this, it helps you get this angle, this shot, because it can kick back to there. So it helps you get access some of this upper left playfield. So let's take a look at these shots side by side. And the first time I'll slow it down half speed. But basically you see, on the Pro it feeds to the front scoop and shoots it toward the front flippers. On the Premium, it shoots it out the side scoop to the side flipper. Now another difference between the Pro and Premium is on the instrument drop targets. Right behind the instrument drop targets, on the Premium there is an active ball capture. On the Pro there is not a ball capture. It's a virtual ball capture. And the other main gameplay feature is this is a physical ball lock during multi-balls, which allows you to use that ball like a captive ball to increase your, kind of like if you're playing Foo Fighters, the lock on both Premium and Pro for the, what is it called? Alien guy, Overlord. And it also just literally holds your ball. So there it's locked right now, but it's going to kick it back out. It's not actually locked. Which holds your ball during the multi-ball for so many seconds, which allows you to more concentrate on the other balls that you have. So now this may or may not matter to you. If you're just playing casually, you probably don't care about this. I didn't think it was a big deal, but until I started playing more competitive pinball, and I realized just how much having that ball lock matters during a multi-ball that just gives you like 15 seconds where you can concentrate on the other balls and not have to juggle so many balls around. And then you can really focus on getting the shots that are lit for the maximum points. So that's about it. Between the Rush Pro and the Premium, your main differences are your scoop, side scoop, which ejects, your ramp, which goes up and down, the clock, which is very aesthetically cool, the VUC versus the dead end, and the physical capture behind the instruments. Now, on my game, I have a few other things that you may think are different on the Premium and the Pro. They're not. They're just add-ons, and I'm going to point them out to you just so you know. The first one is the Space Shuttle in the top left corner. That's a mod that I make and I sell, and you can get that if you're interested. I have links in the description. The other thing is the temp disc above the right side flipper. That again is not on the Premium, as the Space Shuttle is not on the Premium. That is just, I've added it to mine, another mod I make. And on my Premium I have the expression lights installed, which you can get on the Pro. On the Pro I have, the one I got came with the side art blades. I actually had expression lights for it, but I didn't want to rip off the side art blade, so that's not on the Premium by default. That is on the LE. The expression lights come with the LE, but the Premium does not include that. That's an add-on that I've added, as well as the enhanced lights above the time machine that I have on mine. That is not included on the Premium. Finally, the last thing that I didn't mention at all is the cabinet art on the Pro versus the Premium. I actually like the Pro cabinet art much better than the Premium, which is usually the way I feel about the artwork on the Pro games. They, in my opinion, are almost always better than the Premium. I think Stern does that on purpose, so you have to buy an LE if you want the extra features and the better artwork. But that, that's just speculation. And I do know people who like the Premium artwork better, so it's up to you, obviously, on that. Everyone has a different feel. If you like any of the mods that you've seen on my Rush Pro or Premium, I have them and more available on my Etsy site at this link right here. Thanks for watching.